Ranger Nation, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about Power Rangers Episode 6, which is Superstition Strikes. I have to admit, I think this is one of my favourite episodes because you see a lot of character growth, which I really generally like. The whole episode spans through Amelia walking under a ladder and then getting bad luck, which then she doubts herself like constantly everywhere. And it felt to me like they really wanted to go out to kind of like part of the story, part not, to kind of really show that, you know, you can overcome certain things. Like we've all got superstitions in life, but never to kind of let it kind of control you. Now, this episode also shows multiple things where you kind of like, they give you a bit of a teaser what's inside this hidden room. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, in the episode you've got Mucus and Boom Tower, and they're kind of they're talking about how the base is, etc, etc, and like Void Knight is the master of the group, etc. And he comes out this room and you see this like kind of flickering light. And Mucus is asking all these questions, and then when she's like, "Oh, what's inside the room?" He's like, "Oh yeah, go ahead. You can go in there anytime you want, you know." But as soon as she grabs the kind of door, the handle, she gets electrocuted. Now, one thing I noticed is that obviously for comedic effect, you see the skull, like the bones and stuff. But does that mean that when she turns into like her gel form, does that mean that all the bones just solidify and they kind of regrow? Or was it mainly done for comedic effect? I generally kind of think it was just done for like kind of comedic effect more than kind of like anything in here, which wasn't too bad. It just felt kind of like Now, we're kind of introduced to a character called Pop Pop, who, like, I don't know if it wants to give me like a Woody Allen type feel, or basically like an old comedian that you see in like old films. That's how I got it. Like, you want to do this and you want to do that, and what did I say? You can't do that type thing. Like, you know, I told the mother what's up and she told me what to do. Or we had a bit of a laugh. Like, not Italian, but kind of a New York Italian that you see in films. And when Amelia walks under this ladder thing, I couldn't think of the word there, she instantly gets bad luck, and she thinks that because of superstition, she is instantly going to be like, "Oh my god, what's happening? Like, what's going on?" Like, and she gets it in her mind. Now we've got this new monster, whose name Smashstone is the monster, and he is pretty much hardcore. He can't be touched. He literally, you attack him, like he can direct the attacks right back at you, which I generally think is a really kind of cool thing to kind of have in this. Now, Mucus teleports in, and she grabs like Amelia's morpher because she's been beaten. She couldn't do anything. She couldn't fight this monster. When the others join in, they start trying to fight, and they can't do anything either. But literally, Mucus grabs the morpher and teleports away, which is a great thing. You rarely see this sort of stuff happen in any Power Ranger program or any series, and I absolutely like this idea. Because when they get back to the base, they say that they can instantly teleport in. They're going to get a heist so that they can grab all the Sporex and stuff like that and kind of cause havoc. So obviously the main plan is to keep the Rangers out there. But because Amelia hasn't got a way to teleport, she gets sent back to the base, and they start making a new morpher. But she kind of gives this whole thing of like, "Oh, I can't do this, I'm full of bad luck," until Solaran turns around and says, "Hey, it's all in your head." Again, it's kind of more of a pep talk. It's like, don't believe what, you know, superstitions are, just believe in yourself. You know, don't, you know, la la la, that sort of stuff. Which, again, I kind of like the storytelling for Dino Fury. With this, Boom Tower teleports in, and obviously Amelia gets the courage, because at the end of the day, you know, Boom Tower could literally destroy them all. Absolutely go to town on this. And what happens? No, he doesn't do anything. He doesn't live to his full potential, which kind of annoys me. So, in kind of general, Boom Tower gets teleported out. The morpher lands on the floor. But I hope they don't kind of leave this part out. Like, they try it again later because it's such a good way that they teleport into the base. They get this, they get that. But if I was Void Knight, I would have probably copied all the data, all the chipsets, everything, the coding, so that you could teleport in, because it's such a really good plan that I want them to utilize, and I love seeing this. In the very end, Rock Smash, or whatever his name is, he grows big. Amelia, it feels like she's tricked everyone to believe that there is no like bad luck that she's got, and it kind of felt like, oh, was this a ploy? Did she know exactly what was going on? When it comes to the end, I love the Megazord fight, that we get the Ankylozord like formation. But one thing is, they've kept with the element of bad luck, because when they're about to do it in a final attack, they knock over this pipe, which reminded me of the Dragon Zord, and it kind of creates a domino effect, which wholeheartedly I loved. Smashstone gets stuff clogged in his like kind of blasters, and thus therefore they're easy enough to kind of destroy him with a giant version of the Ankylozord, like the kind of finisher. In the very end, we get the whole point where, you know, Amelia says that she had good advice, she kind of moved on, etc, etc. And then Ollie, he kind of agrees with her, and then he hits a mirror, and then they do the whole thing, like he falls over and causes like trouble and stuff. Now, I have to admit, one thing that made me laugh, I think actually out loud rather than smile, was when Boomtower goes over to grab the Sporex, but obviously Izzy grabs it and she goes like, okay, Boomer, after he said something. I generally thought that was really funny. It worked perfectly in my eyes, and it was a good enough joke. And this is how I like the show. I like it to be none less jokey, but add in little quips or little things. It just makes it more enjoyable to me. So I really kind of enjoyed all of this episode. Again, it was very rare on Sentai footage, which I loved. There was a part where the stream that I was watching cut out, so I don't know if they use Sentai footage in there, but because it's over quite quick, I don't think that they would switch to Sentai to then American. But in all, this was a really, really good episode. I think this is my favorite one so far, because it showed the bad guys wanting to actually progress. They knew what was going on, and that to me was perfect in the way it was. So for me, absolutely wholeheartedly enjoyed this. Think it's like a really good episode for what they've got, and I can't wait to kind of watch more later, because I think this is a really, really good series. So yeah, I kind of want to give my thoughts on it. What did you think? Have you seen it? Let me know down below in the comments if you have. What was your favorite part of the episode? Let me know. And if you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as the cheeky notification bell. I'm off to do birthday stuff because today is my birthday. Huzzah! Anyway, I shall catch you guys in the next video.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。